Welcome to the Baby Heads. This is the part 2 of the Kingston Peak Trail, and this is where the trail starts getting a little more difficult here. Full trail, unimproved Jeep road, bike, you can hear me, I'm bogging down a bit. This is just after I had crashed, so I'm trying to get started on a hill going uphill. If you don't remember the crash, that's part 1, very end. Tune into that. This is going to be part 2. I'm going to be more precise, try to get better. Just hang with me there. I'm trying to get this whole commentating thing down. But I'm going to keep improving. I'm going to keep the segments shorter, going to keep cutting probably in places, try to make the videos a little bit shorter. But as you can see here, I mean, this is nothing but just a OHV trail covered in baby heads. This particular section is baby heads covered in snow, which makes it even more difficult. As we get to this dry section here, it was interesting. One of the guys I'm riding with, he's big time into the technical, and he wants to ride stuff like this all the time. And he's all like, "Do you like the baby heads?" And I'm all like, "Yeah, I like baby heads." But I also knew there was a forecast for snow, and I'm all like, I'm not particularly fond of wet baby heads. If you've ridden baby heads in the snow, you'll know that traction, you can lose traction pretty easily, and it's already hard enough trying to plan your line when you can't put some snow on top of it, and it gets even tougher. You can see here the rider up in front of me, he's just cruising along, kind of swaying back and forth. He chooses to kind of use the full extent of the trail. I'm kind of following his lead. Baby heads, yeah, you can tackle them head on, but you know, if you want to just kind of control the bike, and it's probably easier to like kind of weave back and forth between the rocks. So this is a good spot here. It's pretty uphill. You can see me, I'm fighting for some traction right now, so I go up into the dirt, try to avoid the rocks there. And there are parts where you just kind of go over the top, just like I am right here. Tackle it that way, and it's not always successful, but for the most part, just trying to find that line. If you have a choice between dry trail and snowy trail, you're definitely going to choose the dry trail here. Believe me, next part or 2, you'll see the snow gets a little bit deeper, and so does the challenge. Gets a little bit more difficult. You'll see there, he just spun out. There it is. That's the baby head on us with snow on it. It's just, don't see it. Suddenly you spin over it, and you lose traction, and you lose your balance. So I went ahead and rode ahead of him. Doesn't even look like I'm riding on trail at this point, but I actually am. This is the road here. It's almost paved. It's got so many large rocks just covering it. But you can see the handlebars getting tossed back and forth. Right here, choosing to kind of like go high as I can on that berm, just trying to avoid the rocks and snow. I knew I'd lost one of the members. He had to restart, and if you saw the beginning of the video, you know that it's not easy to restart on a hill with loose rocks. So I sit here and then enjoy the view. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe.